Hi there, and welcome to Ian's Engage channel. I'm Ian. In a previous video, I've already shown how I fitted a DCC decoder to a Revolution Trains Class 128 parcel train in Royal Mail livery. In this video, I'm going to show how I fitted a DCC sound decoder to another Class 128 parcel train, this time in BR Blue livery. First though, let's see how the loco runs on DC. The loco features a small coreless motor with a flywheel that powers one driven bogie, although both bogies have pickups on all four wheels. As was the case with the Royal Mail version, the loco is incredibly quiet and circulates the test track smoothly at a variety of speeds. I guess that's a testament to Revolution Trains' consistent build quality, given my small sample set of 2 locos. However, as usual, with most of my locos when running on DC, the crawling performance could have been better. As with its sister loco, the model displayed a certain level of jerkiness at the lowest power levels. I'm not saying that it's terrible, just that it's noticeable. Increasing the power reduced the amount of jerkiness, but it was still visible. However, it was definitely not as bad as some of my other models had been when running slowly on DC. The good thing was that I was confident that DCC fitting the model would improve its performance when running at slow speeds and when crawling. To fit the sound decoder, we needed to get into the loco by removing the body shell. Having done this previously with my other Class 128, I already knew where to place my trusty guitar picks between the body shell and the chassis. I was super careful this time, as last time I'd broken off one of the exhausts at this stage. Once the clips had been released, the body shell simply falls away from the chassis. A quick check on the exhausts revealed that they were still intact, which was a great relief. The decoder blanking plate that allows the loco to run on DC is located in the centre of the chassis. The blanking plate can be removed by gently pulling it upwards, which reveals the next 18 decoder socket beneath. The pre-fitted speaker is situated below the circuit board, although I didn't check to see if it was actually there. The loco requires a Next 18 decoder to operate on DCC, and as I wanted to add sound, I'd finally bitten a bullet and treated myself to a Zimmo MS581 N18 decoder just before Christmas. This isn't the smallest sound decoder that Zimmo make, but as there's plenty of room within the Class 128, it will easily fit inside. Being a larger decoder, it has the advantage of being more powerful than the smaller decoders, and this particular decoder contains stay alive functionality. Amongst the other features are active braking, giving you an accurate way to control locos when you're using realistic momentum settings. A shunting mode that operates the loco at slow speeds when used in storage yards, and railcom support, which will come in handy when I eventually begin adding automation to the layout. Fitting an X18 decoder is simplicity itself. The decoder will only fit into the socket one way round, and once located correctly, just requires a firm push to fit it into the socket, which is accompanied by a very satisfying clicking sound. Before putting the body shell back on, it's always a good idea to test the decoder. This was done at the test track. I've mentioned before that I always found this to be a very nervy moment, wondering whether the loco would move or not, or whether the unmistakable aroma of burning electronics would hit my nostrils. As you can see, the loco pulled away beautifully, and I can report that the smell of burning electronics was thankfully absent. I think that one of the huge benefits of running locos on DCC comes when the loco is running at slow speeds or crawling. As can be seen here, all of the jerkiness displayed earlier when running slowly on DC has disappeared, and the loco is crawling beautifully. Once I was happy that the decoder was working, I carefully refitted the body shell. The body shell needed to be fitted the right way around, and the information sheet indicated the exhaust is at the opposite end to the power bogie. Once the correct direction was determined, I found it helpful to line up the small recesses situated on the inside of the body shell with the retaining lugs on the side of the chassis. Once the lugs and recesses have been aligned, the body shell slips back over the chassis really easily and clips into place. The final part of the decoder install was to change the default address. As I've mentioned previously, I like to base my loco addresses on the running number of the loco, using the first two and last two digits. So the running number of 55990 became a loco address of 5590. This was a simple job to perform with the NCE power cab, as can be seen from the footage. Okay, I hadn't forgotten I'd fitted a sound decoder, so let's explore some of the sounds. I purchased my sound decoder from U-Choose, and it came pre-installed with a Class 128 sound file. U-Choose have provided a quick reference sheet detailing all of the sound functions, as well as the other decoder capabilities. So here's a small selection of them. Loco sounds are turned on with function 1. There's a dinky little horn on function 3. There's a meteor dual horn on function 4. We can hear the sliding doors using function 13. The guard's whistle can be heard by using function 9. If we set the loco in motion, we can hear the engine note change. Wheel flange noise can be applied by using function 14. Finally, sounds can be deactivated by pressing function 1 again. I'll finish off with a short running session of the parcels unit running on DCC around the test track. Okay, so that's about it for this update. I have to admit that I was extremely pleased with how this DCC fitting went. The loco is very detailed with lots of separately fitted parts, and I managed to get in and out without breaking off a single bit of it. That has to be seen as a success in itself. Like its Royal Mail liveried counterpart, fitting the loco with DCC has also made it run way more smoothly at slow speeds. I've also been really pleased with the sounds from the Zimo decoder and pre-fitted speaker. I'm obviously a fan of sound decoders, just not the price of them. Anyway, as usual, let me know what you think. Have you fitted a sound decoder to this model? If you have, did you experience any issues? Or was it all plain sailing for you? Alternatively, if you've got any hints, tips, useful tools or techniques to pass on to a fellow Engage modeler, or if you simply want to say hello, then please do so in the comments section. Anything and everything you've got to say will be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for watching. Hopefully I'll have another update soon. Bye.